This is the new seat that we chose for the 1992 CB750 Café build. In this video, I'll show you how I modified the frame for it to fit. We start by deciding where to cut the rear frame to install the new rear hoop. This hoop was purchased pre-bent for our cafe conversion. This part is pretty time consuming as you only want to cut things once. Once the frame is marked, the cuts to remove the old tail section are made with a sawzall. This process took a few minutes to complete. From here we can notch the frame tubing between the shock mounts with a grinder. These notches will allow the rear hoop to be secured to the shock mounts. Cutting through the old welds can take a little bit of effort. And finally, we can remove the pieces that we cut. We clean our cuts using a die grinder with a carbide bit. We then test fit the new rear hoop. Some hammering with a dead blow is needed to get things in place. We test fit the seat again before welding the hoop in place. The paint needs to be removed from the area being welded with a sanding disc. This allows for a weld with good penetration. We clamp the hoop to the shock mount for welding. We place the welder ground on bare metal. From here we can weld the hoop into place. We can then repeat for the other side. After the tack welds are made, the hoop is completely burned in. This whole process was done with our welder on 140 amps. The welds are then cleaned by first using a die grinder, and then an angle grinder with a sanding disc. We want these welds to be smooth for painting later. We verify fitment one final time. The seat is then fitted, which will now look like this. Please stay tuned as new videos will be coming out on Thursdays. Thanks for watching.